on. We're just going to start off with a bit of mobility work first at the ankles. Okay. What I want you to do is just push the knees over the toes. Okay. Try and again have your hands on a chair or sofa arm or something like that. And just keep bending the knees forward. And again, bring them over the toes. And just see what point you can get to before the heels come up. And just try and always force the heels down as you get to that movement there. Got a couple of nice clicks there. Just keep bringing those knees over the toes. Okay, coming up from there, guys, ankles, just mobilizing round 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Change directions, guys. So ankle circles, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Biggest circle as you can. Okay, opposite ankle, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Change directions. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, guys. I'm going to start off with that knee to wall. Okay, so I've got my left foot forward, right leg back. I'm just trying to push my left knee towards the wall. Okay, so use a wall or a desk. I'm just using the plinth because it's here. Okay, and again, bring the foot back. If you can touch the wall with your knee without the heel coming up at the back, okay, then you move back 1 centimetre. Okay, and again, just have a little practice. See how far you can get before the heel comes up. So for me, as I'm touching the plinth there, that's the maximum. My heel is going to start lifting up from there. Okay. Just see when you get to that point, and then we're just going to hold. Okay, guys, so just hold in there. And again, try and lean on something or lean against the wall. Okay, just so you're not just loading the quad up. Again, a tip from previous sessions, you can stand on the back of the heel as well. And that, again, just helps ease into the stretch and not allow that heel to come up. And come up there, then we're going to do exactly the same with the right ankle. So first of all, you do the knee to wall test, see how much mobility you've got. So I can tap my knee there, going back 1 centimetre. I'm still hitting the plinth, so I come back another centimetre. I'm still hitting there, a bit more flexible this side. And again, leaning in, so there I'm coming up. Good, so found the point now where I've got a bit of a stretch. And you should feel it. You may feel it in the front of the ankle if you get the ankle impingement. Otherwise, you should feel it kind of in the lower calf, mid to lower calf, to the back of the lower leg. Again, feel free to step on the heel. We're just going to hold there. Drive that knee forward, but keep the heel down. And coming up, okay. And loosen those ankles up again. 10 each way, ankle rolls. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And reverse. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Change feet. And 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Turn around. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And 0. Okay, guys, next. Feet against the wall or the door. I'm just going to use the corner post of this plinth because I've got it here. Push the foot into that and then drive the knee forward. So toes up,
on the wall or the post, whatever you're using, and push the knee forward. Okay, and again, feel free to lean into the stretch. And again, you may get that bottom of the foot, you may get it Achilles tendon or back of the calf, you may actually get it front of the ankle,
and it just depends where your tongus is. Just keep pushing that knee forward.
And again, stretch the toes as well, so really push into the pole or into the wall.
Three, two, one. Change feet and the foot in. And again, first of all, push the toes in until they're not going to go any further down. Then bring that knee forward. Stretch. It's 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And so again, guys, you can get into the wall, the sofa, pole, door frame, wherever you want to do that. 2 heads of the gastroc, okay? Top of the calf. Next, feet shoulder width apart, drop 1 foot back, just drive that back heel down into the floor. If you need a longer lunge, absolutely fine. I'm looking at myself in frame. You can see the angle from foot up through calf. So I've got a very good level of what's called dorsiflexion, so the knee can over the toes, which you need again for things like squatting or even running. You need more than 0 degrees really to not be overloading your joints constantly. So again, dorsiflexion, really important movement for walking, so gait or running. And last 3, 2, 1, going up. And again, big lunge back. Feel free to do this against a wall or against an object like I'm doing, and push it in so you can drive that heel back. So you can actually see with this, as I'm looking, I'm not as far with this one. I feel more of a stretch, so I know I'm tight on this side. I can feel that straight away. For 3, 2, 1. And switch feet again, guys. Okay, so we're going to repeat the stretch this week. Again, we're going to give the whole calf complex. Good stretch there. Guys, I'm just going to let someone in. If you carry on with that. There you are. So guys, just on calf stretches, drive the back heel down into the floor and calves, calves, calves. And again, switching feet. And again, use a wall, guys. Push that back foot down. If the foot's just the heel straight down to the floor, again, have a longer step back and push more into the wall, add more body weight into the stretch. And push that heel down. And again, guys, coming up, and again, change feet again, okay? So it's, again, lots of work around the calf complex flexibility to start with. So again, repeated stretches for your gastrocs, so gastrocnemius, 2 heads at the top of the calf. In heavily loaded muscle, walking, running, jumping, pretty much anything you do. You're on your feet or playing sport, so it's tight. Really important stretch for your runs, walks, hikes, etc. Change your feet again, and again around 20 to 30 seconds each leg we're going to do. Probably pushing for 30 with most of these. Just allowing that tissue to slowly stretch out. So just hold. Once you get a good stretching sensation, just hold. Okay, so it shouldn't be particularly painful or difficult to hold. Offset your weight against the wall or an object, and then just relax into the stretch. 3, 2, 1, and give it up. Okay. Guys, so use a chair, a sofa. I've got a blimp here. Okay, standing hamstrings. You're going to have heel on whatever object you can find, and then just reach forward. Okay, I'm going to go my ankles. The reason I'm not grabbing the top of the foot is I don't want to stretch the calves. Just done those. Okay, so I'm going to keep the ankle pointed forward, and I just want to lean my body forward. So I'm taking the hamstrings over the hips. Stretch this, and now I can feel the bulk of the hamstring stretching. If you grab the top of the foot and pull it towards you, you're probably going to feel more the back of the knee or the top of the calf. I'm just holding here. Obviously, if you're tight in the back of the knee or you want more of a calf stretch, great, grab the top of the foot, pull it in. You also think about the nerves in the back of the leg. So the sciatic nerve comes down, traural nerve, tibial nerve, peroneal nerve, etc. into the feet. So if you're grabbing the foot and pulling that nerve tissue out, you'll probably almost get more of a nerve stretch that you'll feel actually than the hamstring. So you get that almost kind of strange stretching sensation, a tingling sensation. That's because you're literally tensioning the nerve tissue. Okay guys, coming up there, changing legs. Don't worry guys, when lockdown finishes, I do give this plenty clean after I've trod all over it. And again guys, so we switch legs. I'm onto my lefty now. I'm just leaning forward into the stretch. Trying not to pull on the toes as much. And the more you lean forward, the more you'll feel those hamstrings pulling, stretching out. And so there guys, again, repeating that stretch. So heel on, and lean forward. And again, coming back up, hand changing legs again. Heel on, and lean forward. Yeah, I've got my hands either side, but otherwise you can grab around the ankle. See what you can get. Okay guys, last time through, switch legs again. Okay, we're going for the full 3 sets. Again, right hamstring. I'm leaning body forward and over my knee. I'm keeping, like I said, my foot pointed down rather than hooking the toes up because I want more the hamstring to stretch than tissue in the back of the knee or top of the calf. Again, if your aim is to stretch back of the knee, top of the calf, you can pull those toes up. You do it quickly, you'll feel that nerve tissue stretching straight away. Good. Changing the feet again. And if you do have a tight side, guys, feel free to stretch it for a little bit longer. You don't necessarily have to follow me word for word, second for second. If there's any of the stretches you do want to carry on with, or one side that you particularly struggle with, or you're rehabbing from an injury, please do feel free to just hold it a little bit longer. Three, two, one, and 0. Okay, this hammy should be really nice and loose, guys. So what we're going to do, coming down to the floor, okay, so just reaching down, going straight down there. Again, if you can keep the feet narrow, great. If you do need to make them wider so you can get to the floor, that's absolutely fine. Just feel free to start off with that, and then you can walk them in as we go. So at the moment, for a comfortable stretch, I'm kind of knuckles down here. Again, be really good. You can go kind of backs to hands or palms of the hands flat. At the moment, just going to go knuckles. Otherwise, guys, feel free, fingertips on the floor or on your feet, or grab the ankles or the shins, okay? As long as you're planting the hands on something, so you're not just holding your body weight, floating, dangling on your back. Just make sure you're touching the floor, or if you've got otherwise a step in front of you. That's a little progression I sometimes use for people who haven't been able to touch the floor a long time. Widen the feet, put a step out in front, or a few pillows tucked on top of each other or something. If you can, just reach down to the floor. Okay, walk your hands over to the left foot. And again, think more so about bending at the hips. Don't worry too much if the knee comes forward a tiny bit, it's not perfectly straight. Don't worry too much. Again, we are trying to stretch the hamstrings a little bit more tonight than the neural tissue as such, or the calves. So don't worry too much if there's a slight bend in the knee, that's normal to get the hamstrings involved. Walking yourself over to the right foot, guys. And then back to the middle. And just see if you can bring your feet in a tiny bit. And can you still reach the floor? Can you touch the floor? Starting to loosen up a bit now, hands flat. That's 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and 0. Slowly bring yourself back up there. Okay, quads next. Use a wall, okay, or balance against something. Bring the heel up towards your bum, okay, and just hold. Try and keep kind of knees together or close. Bring your heel up towards your bum. Again, guys, if you haven't done this one for quite a while, free to start off with just the leg behind you on a chair or a sofa arm, something, and just kind of just sit back as you're able to, okay? Otherwise, grab the back of the foot or the inside of your shoe or trouser leg of your sock and just pull the heel in towards the bum. It's another nice one, again, if you haven't done it for a while, where you can hook a band, if you've got heavy bands, around the foot and bring it over the shoulder, and then you can just easily hold the stretch. And changing feet there, guys. 3, 2, 1, and we're going again, left quad. So bring heel in towards the bum, and just hold there. Here for 3, 2, 1, and we're switching legs again. So again, you're going to feel this front of the thigh or front of the knee. Depends on where you're tight. If it's really easy to get your heel in towards your bum, you can bring the knee back behind you slightly, but just have a think about what's going on at the pelvis. You shouldn't kind of be rocking, it should just be the knee coming back. You shouldn't be feeling like you're leaning forward too much. Three, 2, 1. And come down there. Change your legs again. Left time through. Left quad. And you just hold. Think about all of your stretches. You're trying to build up your stretch tolerance essentially. So there is a kind of neurological element to it as well. So slowing your breathing pattern down, trying to relax, trying to ease into the stretch really does help. 3, 2, 1. Going down there. So again, you're trying to switch the muscles off. Think about what you're stretching. Think about letting that muscle relax. We naturally hold tension. If we didn't, just be like a jellyfish. So again, you almost kind of have to tap into the stretch relaxation. So just think about letting tissue stretch, slowly easing into the stretch. And if you feel like, I see this quite regularly actually, people feel like they can't stretch or can't hold a position, just again, think about slowing your breathing pattern first. And think about the muscle you're stretching. Just a little extra tip. 3, 2, 1, and 0. Come back down there. Okay, got this floor work next. If you've got a mat, again, feel free to sit on it. We're going to do a sit and reach test first, okay? So feet shoulder width apart, or you can go narrow if you want to tap your feet together and just reach forward. Okay, how far forward can you touch? Can you get to your shins, your sock line, your laces, or can you get to your toes? Can you get over your toes without turning the soles in like I'm doing? That's 3, 2, 1. Come back, okay. Widen the feet slightly, and again lean forward. How far forward can you come? Again, as well as bring the arms forward, think about bringing the body forward and down as well towards the mat. And again, you just then get more of a hamstring stretch. You may even get back and glutes if they're particularly tight. Okay, guys, slowly coming back up and widen the feet again, even wider. And reaching forward. And now guys, as far as you can, okay? If you can go even wider with the legs, get to the point. You can maximally, and again, you're going to start feeling this now more groin adductor muscles. And again, just lean forward. So now you'll probably find you can't go as far forward, the hips are locked down, but you'll feel the stretch more on the inside of the thigh. You lean your body weight from left to right, you'll feel how the stretch changes. And again, make sure you're stretching both sides equally. So if you do need to alter kind of where you're leaning to, feel free to give that a try. That's 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And come back up. Okay. Feet back in slightly again. Reaching forward again and just hold. And we come back up, and now feet back onto the mat. And we're doing our sit and reach test again. Okay, can you get towards your toes? Can you get over the toes? How far can you get? Three, 2, 1. And coming up nice and tall. Okay, next one, guys, together. And back to grinds. So hip adductors, and you can drive the knees out. Just hold the stretch. And again, guys, hold on to the ankles of the feet and just slowly drive out with the elbows. If it's kind of painful, you feel a stretch straight away, probably not going to have to use your elbows. Again, if you can't feel much of a stretch, you've got quite good mobility at the hip, then feel free again to use the arms to just gently push the knees down to the floor. Again, none of the stretches should be painful as such, but you should feel a good stretching sensation. We're at 8 o'clock, guys, so clap for the NHS. You can hear the bells outside and the horn. Someone's got the blow horn back this week. And feel free to have a little clap whilst you're driving those knees down. There you go, so you're getting a bit of ballistic stretching as well if you're bouncing into the stretch. It's loud out there tonight. It wasn't as loud last week. People are obviously back out, getting fed up being indoors. Okay guys, keep holding the stretch. 3 more seconds. 2, 1, and 0. Okay. Next, right leg straight, left foot over, and hook in tight. Again, if you're particularly talented and you've got the windows open, people can hear, you can keep on and you can clap for the NHS as we're passing 8 o'clock. No dogs barking this week, they've obviously been locked up. All the owners are up. That's 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and 0. Leg straight there. Other leg up and over. Elbow hooks, pulls in tight, and you're hugging the knee in, okay? Nice for hip mobility, actually back as well, lower back mobility and rotation. But of course, we're stretching kind of IT band maybe if it's tight, otherwise into glute and into the tissues of the lateral hip. That's 3, 2, 1. Going up there. Crossing the legs, guys, and then just leaning forward now. And again, you're going to feel potentially back, but also you're going to feel, again, hip adductors, the groin muscles. Lean forward. Try and bring your head down to the floor. Again, I can't actually do that. I can't get my head on the floor, but that's what you're aiming for. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1, and 0. Come back up. Okay. Now going on to our backs. Okay, so first of all, it's going to be piriformis stretch or figure 4 stretch. So you flatten your back, ankle over knee, and then that knee comes in. Little variation on this. If you kick this leg up and bring it back, again, you're getting a bit of a stretch of the hamstrings as well, and the hip as well. It's coming into flexion. There's a bit of kind of hip mobility, and you can get that left hammy involved as well. Otherwise, feel free to keep that down and just keep pulling that knee in. So stretching out the right. So it's got my right ankle on my left knee, so I'm stretching my right piriformis, right glute. So basically, a few of the muscles around your backside, those are the ones we're stretching. And down there, guys, changing feet. So now I've got left ankle and right knee, or vice versa if you start on the other side, and just pulling in towards you. Again, you can bring the leg up, get the hammy involved a bit more. If we feel that takes away from the stretch, then feel free again to keep the foot down and just keep pulling the knee into the ankle and bringing that leg closer to your body. Getting in this position, guys, back can get a little bit tight as well. So we'll get kind of back of the pelvis and back next. You also, if you're tight, may feel your sides as well. Just let the knees fall, guys, side to side. So just knee rolls. And again, I'm splitting the feet, or you can have feet together and just let the knees drop. Okay. Again, you feel kind of sides, glutes, lower back with this one. Feel free again to have a try at the feet apart version. Got a nice click there. So when you get those clicks, guys, that is just literally gas popping in the joints. As the joint pulls apart, you think of the bubble, it splits, and then as soon as it goes too far, the bubble pops. That's where the sound comes from. And stuff in there. Promise you lots of hamstrings this week, guys. Sorry. So again, on your back, leg comes up, bring it in as far as you can actively, and use the hands to grab the back of the calf or the back of the knee, and just pull a little bit further. Okay, so you're trying to literally pull that leg over your head, basically, and just hold. When you get that stretching sensation, just hold. That's 3, 2, 1. And coming back down, another leg coming up. Pull in again, you may even get glute stretch on this, guys, just depends how far you pull. Bring that knee towards the chest and the shoulders, pull the leg down over your head.
And again, just get to that point where you feel the stretching sensation. And coming down there, guys. And coming up. So that full routine, guys, is around 36 minutes, or just shy of. If you want the video link, I will upload it. And again, at the start, we ran through some kind of ankle mobility work and stretches of the whole calf complex. Again, if you want some of those, I can send you the link over for that. Otherwise, guys, well done. Hope that was useful. If you do have any questions, it's jack@energizedtherapy.com. Feel free to put a message in the comments box, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can.